Yeah, good day, my beautiful people. You're listening to Independent TV 7. On the headline, Femi Fani Kayode has once come again. He's a man I really appreciate so very much, but everybody have their narrative. The headline says the European Union report biggest fake news. That is according to Fani Kayode reacting to claims of spreading fake news. And what is the fake news all about? Femi Fani Kayode, a prominent member of the All Progressives Congress (APC), has strongly criticized the European Union Election Observation Mission for their allegation of spreading fake news during the recent election. Politics Nigeria reports that the European Union had accused Festus Keyamo, former Minister for State and Employment, as well as Fani Kayode himself, of misleading the Nigerian public by disseminating false information throughout the 2023 elections. And providing concrete examples, the European Union observers pointed out instances where these APC leaders allegedly spread fake news while promoting their respective candidates. Reacting on Twitter, Femi Fani-Kayode dismissed the European Union report as the largest fabrication of news and urged it to be disregarded completely. Then he further claimed that the European Union abhorred a resentment due to their favored presidential candidates' loss in the election. Fani Kayode also accused the European Union of clandestinely working against Tinubu, although the president ultimately emerged victorious. According to him, every assertion made by the APC concerning the opposition party's effort to obstruct Tinubu's triumph became a reality, and the European Union's claim of irregularities, yes, and rigging aimed to tarnish the president's image. He said, the European Union report on the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria is itself the biggest and best example of fake news, and it belongs in the dustbin. There is not one thing we said during the campaign about the antics of the opposition, their foreign collaborators, their friends and backers in identifiable sections of the Nigerian and international media, and their subterranean and covert conspirators in the den corridors of powers. That is not true. We have not forgotten what they subjected us to, what they did to us, and the role each and every one of them played. Their collective intention was to stop PBAT, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and thanks be to God, they failed. This is coming from Femi Fani-Kayode. The truth is that the European Union, is still smarting off over the fact that its preferred candidate lost. We know what happened behind the scenes, but that is a story for another day. The most important thing is that PBAC prevailed. That is President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is coming from Femi Fani-Kayode, saying the truth or telling lies or the fact. The fact or the truth remained that Bola Ahmed, became the president. But then, according to Femi Fani-Kayode, they said we have not forgotten what they subjected us to. Who are they, or who were they, and how are they, the problem of Nigeria, or how are they the problem of the dollar that is rising up? So they or no they, nothing, somewhat should have come out from this same person's mouth or thereabout, because when he was in PDP, he ran to APC. Now, APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, PDP, Atiku, all of them, they are all politicians and they are bird of the same feather, because they deploy themselves at will, or rather, they move from parlor to kitchen to bedroom. That is APC to PDP, PDP to Labour Party. They are still the same running Nigeria. And who are the people Femi Fani-Kayode is referring to as they subjected us to? He said what they did to us and the role each and every one of them played, and also their collective intention was to stop President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and thanks be to God, they failed. Well, this is coming from Femi Fani-Kayode, but in the other ends, I would say Bola Ahmed Tinubu is also facing charges, in court as per being a president, concerning the rigging and the foreign observers who came to observe the election, and said the BVA, the electronic, machine that was not used completely, and the announcement of the result, which came in late. And if you check between the period of time for official work between 8 and 4 p.m., rather 6 p.m., then anything that exceeds that time, we'll call it fake or not officially approved. But as it is, I would say Femi Kayode is in support of Tinubu, as he said the European Union report is a bigger fake news. Femi Kayode reacts to claims of spreading fake news, and I don't know if European Union spreaded fake news, or the Nigerian public or the opposition party, they were the one that spread the fake news, or the European Union, we do not know. But from Femi Kayode, what he's saying and his conclusion is that for those of them that are spreading fake news, and those that do not know the truth, and Femi Kayode is from the party APC, Your Progressive Congress, and according to him, every assertion made by the APC concerning the opposition party's effort to obstruct Tinubu's triumph became a reality, and the European Union's claim of irregularities and rigging aimed to tarnish the president's image. He said the European Union report on the 2023 presidential election in Nigeria is itself the biggest and best example of fake news, and it belongs in the dustbin. There is not one thing we said during the campaign about the antics of the opposition, their foreign collaborators, their friends and backers in identifiable sections of the Nigerian and international media, and their subterranean and the covert conspirators in the den corridors of powers. That is not true. Now, we have not forgotten what they subjected us to, what they did to us, and the role each and every one of them played. Their collective efforts, intentions, was to stop President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and thanks be to God, they failed. The truth is that the European Union, is still smarting over the fact that its preferred candidate lost. We know what happened behind the scenes, but that is a story for another day. The most important thing is that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu prevailed. Now they are trying to diminish the credit. Again, he said that now they are trying to diminish his credit and tarnish his victory by saying that the election was flawed with irregularities and rigged, and that his frontline generals and warriors who stood with him in the heat of the battle indulge in fake news. They are nothing but poor losers and lost souls, and whether they like it or not, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is here to stay, and God willing will lead Nigeria for the next 8 years. I am glad that the presidency has responded to their dishonest disrespect and contemptuous report in a decisive and appropriate manner. Well, time will not permit us to go further and check comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel at Independent TV 7, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to receive more notifications. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.